Introduction to the Linden Tree Project. Beneath a sky touched by morning light, the excitement of transforming an open stretch of land into a formal flower garden begins with the first major step: planting 12 linden trees. With their delicate, heart-shaped leaves and beautiful fragrance, lindens are perfect for adding both grandeur and charm to a garden space. This journey isn't just about planting trees. It's about laying down roots for a garden that will bloom with purpose, symmetry, and beauty. The linden trees will serve as the structural framework for the formal garden, creating an elegant, consistent backdrop. Known for their longevity and versatility, lindens will mature to create natural privacy, and their canopy will provide a gorgeous shelter for the flowers beneath. As we set out to plant each of these trees, the garden's grand vision begins to come to life. The symbolism and charm of linden trees. Linden trees have a long-standing place in history, often symbolizing peace, love, and friendship. In European folklore, these trees were sacred and planted near villages to foster a sense of community. Today, planting them for our formal flower garden captures that essence of unity and beauty. Lindens grow tall, but not too massive, allowing sunlight to filter through their leaves, creating dappled light that is ideal for a flower garden. Additionally, lindens are famous for their intoxicating floral scent that attracts pollinators like bees and butterflies, which will also bring life to our flower garden. As the seasons change, the lindens will provide a shifting backdrop of vibrant greens in spring, lush leaves in summer, and a golden glow in autumn, giving the flower garden year-round appeal. Planning the garden layout with linden trees. Each linden tree needs careful placement, as their symmetrical arrangement will define the garden's formal structure. After mapping out the garden, we decided to plant them in a staggered row pattern, ensuring both formality and an inviting walkway effect through the garden. Spacing between the trees is essential, not too close to restrict growth, but close enough to create a unified, harmonious look. We measure, mark, and recheck each spot to ensure precision. The design will include flowering beds beneath each tree, with complementary perennials that thrive in both shade and sun. This layout creates a tiered garden effect with a consistent visual flow, drawing the eye from the base of the trees through the garden's colorful blooms. Choosing the right linden variety. Selecting the right linden variety is crucial for this project. The littleleaf linden, a classic choice for formal landscapes, grows upright and has a neat, uniform shape. We've opted for this variety for its manageable size and dense foliage, which will add an elegant, polished look to the garden. It's well suited to structured plantings and can withstand a variety of soil conditions, which makes it perfect for our formal garden. The planting process: digging and preparing the soil. Starting with the first tree, we break ground, carefully digging wide, deep holes for each tree to allow the roots to spread easily. The soil at the base of the hole is loosened, and compost is added to ensure the tree's roots receive the nutrients they need. This is crucial for lindens, which thrive in rich, well-drained soil. After digging each hole, we make sure the depth is just right. Planting the tree too deep can suffocate the roots, while too shallow can leave them exposed. With the roots properly spread and the tree positioned, we begin filling the hole with soil, packing it firmly to eliminate air pockets that could cause root rot. Watering techniques for new trees. Once planted, each tree requires a thorough watering. Linden trees, especially young ones, need consistent moisture as they establish themselves. Watering each tree slowly ensures that the soil absorbs the moisture deeply, encouraging the roots to grow downwards. Using a soaker hose allows water to reach the entire root zone gradually, which is essential in promoting healthy root development. To retain this moisture, we add a layer of mulch around the base of each tree. The mulch helps in retaining soil moisture, suppresses weeds, and regulates soil temperature, providing a more stable environment for the young lindens. This initial care will set a strong foundation for their growth and health. Adding support and protection for the young trees. To protect the newly planted trees from strong winds, We place a tree stake near each linden and use soft tree ties to secure the trunk to the stake. This gives the trees stability without restricting their natural movement, which is essential for their development. Lindens benefit from this support during the first few years, as their roots strengthen and anchor them firmly into the soil. In addition to staking, each tree is protected with a tree guard around the base to shield it from potential damage by garden tools or wildlife. This guard also prevents sun's scald, a condition that can damage the young trunks when exposed to strong sunlight, especially in the winter. Selecting the flower beds for under the lindens with the trees in place, the next step is selecting flower beds that will harmonize with the linden trees. Shady perennials such as hostas, astilbes, and hellebores will flourish under the lindens, as they thrive in dappled light and add soft textures to the garden. We aim to create a palette that reflects seasonal beauty with early spring bulbs like snowdrops, which will emerge as the lindens begin to leaf out. In between the trees, we plan to add colorful annuals such as impatiens and begonias to give vibrant bursts of color through summer and fall. By layering perennials and annuals, the garden will have continuous blooms while preserving the formal structure. Formalizing the pathways and edging pathways are essential to guide visitors through the garden and enhance the formality of the space. We design winding paths edged with brick or stone, creating a cohesive look that complements the linden trees. Each path will lead to key garden focal points, including a central seating area, bordered with flowering shrubs and climbers that will add vertical interest and frame views through the garden. Adding precise edging around the flower beds beneath the lindens helps define their shape and keep soil and mulch contained. The combination of clean lines and natural blooms provides a balanced aesthetic, highlighting both the garden's elegance and its organic charm. Long-term care for the lindens and the garden. The growth of a linden tree is slow and steady, so the beauty of this garden will unfold over the coming years. Pruning will play a key role in maintaining their structure and encouraging healthy growth. Once the lindens are established, we'll prune lightly each year, removing dead or crossing branches, to keep the tree's natural shape and enhance airflow through the foliage. As the trees mature, their canopy will expand, providing more shade. The flower beds will adapt accordingly, and shade-loving plants will flourish. Fertilizing the trees and replenishing the mulch each spring will be essential to support their health and keep them looking their best. A garden of serenity and structure. Over time, these 12 linden trees will create a sanctuary of shade, color, and fragrance. Walking beneath them, visitors will experience a sense of peace and connection to nature. This formal flower garden, framed by these trees, will evolve into a timeless space that reflects both beauty and structure, a living testament to the harmony that can exist between nature and design. A legacy in the making. The formal flower garden with the 12 linden trees planted, the groundwork for a lasting, living legacy has been laid. Their roots are intertwined with a vision, one that will take shape over time, revealing the beauty that grows from dedication, patience, and nature's timeless artistry. As they mature, these trees will not only frame the garden but become part of its story, standing tall through shifting seasons and welcoming those who seek tranquility among their leaves. This formal flower garden will soon be a haven of shade-dappled paths, delicate blooms, and rich, calming scents. The annual blooms beneath each linden will refresh the garden year after year, a vibrant testament to renewal and growth. Each flower bed, each path, each layer of petals, will serve as a reminder of the harmony that can be achieved when structure and nature are in perfect balance. As the lindens stretch toward the sky, they invite us to consider the slow, steady growth that life requires. This garden, built on the foundation of these noble trees, promises to inspire and transform, a space where the spirit of nature and the hand of design converge, creating a sanctuary of timeless beauty.